So, have you been invited to one of these virtual dinners or virtual happy hours this year? I absolutely love how creative people are getting to stay connected with one another despite everything going on in our world. It feels like we are doing all we can to retain some semblance of normalcy, if you will, in our lives because everything that's gone on has changed a lot of that. And so these virtual connections are a big part of that these days. Hi, I'm Amy with Dragonspit Apothecary, and today's video log is about connecting through technology. So, technology is a wonderful thing. Okay, so let me back up and tell you what I mean because if you've followed my blog or the video logs, you know that I'm all about living more naturally. So to hear me say technology is great can be a little bit confusing. So let me explain. So I do believe in disconnecting from technology. And I think a lot of us have forgotten what it is like to interact with people, make new friends in a crowd, and just people watch, right? We've kind of lost the habit of doing that because it seems like we always have our heads down and our thumbs moving on these teeny tiny little screens, and that has resulted in some changes in our lives that are not always positive. See, despite all of this great convenience technology brings us and should make us more connected, it has also isolated us, and we are more likely to be depressed, lonely, and even uncomfortable when we're around actual people. It's crazy, I know. So here's an example of what I mean. So a British firm did a study about the average number of friends that Brits have compared to Americans. Now, on average, a Brit has about 4 to 5 friends they see regularly in person. They enjoy social activities with them. This could be things like getting a coffee, catching a movie, normal things friends do. And they do it often. Now, Americans are reported to have 0.7 of a friend. 0.7! And as a result of our lack of friends, they believe this was one of the reasons we report being more depressed, describe ourselves as introverts, and are more likely to become workaholics. None of that sounds too much fun to me. So here's the twist though. Both Brits and Americans use social media. Yet the difference is a Brit has more people on their friend list that are actual friends in real life. And these are people they actually know, spend time with in real life, and share a real life relationship with. Most Americans, on the other hand, have a lot more friends on their friend list, but actually know very few of them in real life, or they don't actually spend time with the people that they do know. They don't see them very regularly. So when we think about technology, it is maybe not the greatest thing for us, and this is why. We seem to have skipped the whole part of forming a relationship with someone, right? In person, in real life, and then carrying that over into social media. Technology seems to be working against us in this space and making us feel like we're farther and farther apart from real people. Now, this whole year, we have been learning to be socially distanced because of this pandemic. The truth is, though, that was probably a lot easier than a lot of us really want to admit if this British study is accurate. Now, we were already spending a lot of time by ourselves, right? This year has actually been good at showing us how unhealthy that can be. It has shown us how much we need others and need to work at having real friends in real life. Now, this is where technology has actually been awesome because we can use that to connect face-to-face with people and get to know them, catch up, and firm up our relationships and our friendships. The number of Zoom, Facebook meetings, FaceTime, all that stuff are exploding in usage because people are realizing how much we really do need to be around other real people. Now, I believe the time we've spent at home with our families and using technology to connect to our friends and family has actually made us more aware of our relationships in a positive and healthy way. We're being more intentional about connecting with people that we really like, love, perhaps, and want to spend time with. We're reaching out and we're extending invitations to others to connect. And with so many of us craving that human interaction, I have to believe the rejection rate is honestly very low these days. I think technology is great for this purpose of helping us keep those relationships good and close, and keep our friendships going even when we physically cannot be together. So when it comes to living more naturally, I also believe that this is where technology can help us do that well. We may not want to admit it, and we may not say we need it, but the truth is we do need other people in our life. We need connections with others that give us the opportunity to have a great conversation, to share a few laughs, share a meal, a beverage, or just see another physical human being. This is incredibly important for our physical and mental well-being. So having this connection, even if it is through technology, which helps us, have hope, and these days that's a big deal, right? So sometimes living naturally is using technology to bring out the support we need to feel our best, see the world from a different perspective, and just feel like we are not so alone. So if you have not been invited to a virtual dinner or a virtual happy hour, then I encourage you to create one and invite those people that you haven't seen in a while. Get connected and live well naturally. Until next time.